Does Chase Sexton want off of KTM? Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got hard-hitting pull-up punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So does Chase Sexton went off a KTM? You know, one of the things I reported on my Daytona disaster report, he had said something to the effect of he had came back out, I think for the LCQ, and his bars were loose. I mean, dude, I went off KTM. This should not happen at the pro level, even at the privateer pro level, much less factory level. I mean, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know why he'd say it if it wasn't in fact the case. But my guess is something didn't feel right with the bike. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I don't think he's happy with this bike. And I believe a lot of Chase Sexton's problems with crashing are Chase Sexton problems, more than the bike. But I believe that, the challenge with these guys, man, when you get to that level, and I just don't know, like with Cooper Webb, he completely rug pulled KTM. After winning championships, something went on over there. He's like, I want out. And I don't know if I think there's internal problems there. We all know there's internal problems there, right? It's now out in the open. They have financial issues. They've been sold off. The future of their company is not that stable, right? They added, absorbed gas and Husqvarna, repackaged it, and just put different plastics and graphics on it, and it's basically a KTM. What were you thinking? That was greed. Be greedy when others are fearful. Fearful when others are greedy. They got greedy during stimulus and really went bonkers. Because people went out and spent their stimulus checks on bikes, and they thought for somehow after lockdowns and people, stimulus wore off, that people would keep buying bikes. Like, what do you got, a bunch of kids manning the ship over there? You should have known this is stimulus-induced sales. But it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Chase has thrown away past 4 races in a row. He's had problems. And, my guess is if I'm in his camp, if we're hanging out at the pad talking, it's like, dude, we need to get you on a different team. Like, this is the bike. And it's a new bike, learning the bike, this and that. Now, it didn't help that Aaron Plessinger found the podium in Daytona. Helped us for fans. Helped him for sure, because it could have been disastrous for AP. Although AP, I think, will always find a home. Why? Because he stapled himself with a persona that resonates with the fans. You see, that's like one of the things. You can be a just no personality racer like we've seen in the past, even Ricky or the Dunge. Not a lot of personality, right? Not a happy, joyous, and free kind of individual. Chase is kind of similar. But AP has branded himself. And that's why I like the industry back in the day. Back in the day, we had a lot of characters in the sport, right? We had freestyle kind of spin-off of Supercross and a bunch of dudes like Tommy the Tomcat Clowers, Mad Mike Jones, just all these dudes, the General, and it's just so many. Everybody branded themselves as a character. And even back in the day, we had like the One Punch Evans and the Weston Pikes and a lot of these kind of loose cannons, because you got to have a screw loose to do this stuff. But when it became so corporate and rigid, and that's why the industry never liked like Triple X, and because we were kind of like, let's party, let's have fun, this is crazy, chaos time, this is Gladiator Games blood sport. Like, we're mixing moto and music. We want pyro and chicks. But now it's electric bike intermissions and corporate banner selling and keeping everybody pushed to the back that has any personality, unless you're squeaky clean or you're winning races. So, for example, Danger Boy Diggs. Danger Boy Diggs has branded himself as Danger Boy, and he's kind of adopted a lot of what we'd expect. His dad's persona was very anti-establishment. And so he's embraced, but because he's winning races, the industry, of course, and he's such huge fanfare, and he's bringing new fans into the sport, of course they'll compromise for Danger Boy Deeks. But if it's something like Triple X or some of these other dudes that aren't really bringing new fans into the sport, they're just going to treat it differently. So I'm a little curious, and I'd love to know what you guys think. I think this Chase Sexton KTM deal is going to fizzle. I don't think KTM is going to be able to hire anybody better than Chase Sexton. Aaron Plessinger could end up being the lone rider over there at some point. I don't know if they're even going to have a budget, even if they could find another rider of Chase's caliber, if they would have the budget to even go out there and buy another hired gun like Chase Sexton. But one thing's for sure, the dude's finding the ground now on a regular basis. Even back on Honda, it was kind of sporadic here and there, but it's happening now every single weekend. And I just have to imagine Chase is like, he's doing his best to bite his tongue. But at the same time, he wants to save face. Because again, he's going to have to, if he leaves KTM, he's going to have to find a ride somewhere else. Now, I believe there's a lot of teams that would love to make room for Chase Sexton and probably Star Racing Yamaha. I would be surprised. But my guess is it's going to be more of like a Ducati deal, because I believe Chase Sexton, and because of his agent, he's going to go where the money is. And I don't think you're going to get paid as much at Star Racing, especially if they have as many riders as they have now with Coop and Eli and Justin and whoever else, Christian Craig, if we ever see him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they were to put Chase Sexton in that lineup too, it would just may as well turn into the Yamaha Supercross. Like, there's not really going to be any other riders out there. I mean, they're going to own half the gate, which is basically almost where they're at now. But what I'm seeing right now with KTM, it kind of went from bad to worse with this borderline bankruptcy and then selling off the company to now their star rider is having problems. And then when he's behind the camera saying the bike's bars were loose, that's never a good look for any team, especially a factory team. And final thoughts that come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Chase, welcome to the swimming pool. Bro, loose bars should not be happening, brother. If that's true, I'm a little bit concerned. My guess is that you're over it. My guess is you went off. My guess is you're going to fulfill your duties potentially of what you signed up for and contractually obligated to do for that team, and you're going to bounce. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to have to pull it here at the show and see what the fans say, because they've been pretty dead on up until this point. But that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.